Wow, there's a lot of people here today. This makes me a little bit nervous, and
You're good. Big breath.
I am very excited to do this. I think that's mainly why I'm crying. But I grew up in a Christian home, so I always considered myself to be a Christian. I went to church on Sundays, prayed before my meals, and occasionally read a devotional before I went to bed. I was what I'd consider to be coasting through my faith. Before deciding that I wanted to be baptized and was going to commit my life to God, my life didn't look too much different from the outside. If you ask anyone who knows me, I'm a pretty innocent person. I tend to avoid, I'm a rule follower. I tend to avoid unnecessary conflict with others, and I've often been called the mom of the friend group for always wanting to take care of or control them. Needless to say, I never felt myself coming to some sort of breaking point. I didn't go through some sort of huge event that made me realize I had to turn my life around. Because of this, whenever I thought of baptism, I either thought I needed to hit rock bottom and turn to God, or I had to reach the peak of my faith and had to be a perfect Christian. It wasn't until someone in my small group explained that they had a similar thought before being baptized that I realized it was all wrong. I'm never going to have a perfect faith. I'm always going to be learning and growing in my relationship with God, and I'm going to mess up and fall down. The point is that I know what I believe and who I believe in. I put my life in His hands, and I trust that He has a plan for my life. That's why I want to be baptized, to symbolize my commitment to God and my lifelong relationship with Him. I've gone through highs and lows in my faith, when I felt like I was doing all the right things, but it never felt super connected to God, so I just ended up drifting away for a while. It wasn't until I started going to a small group a few months ago that I felt I was truly growing and deepening my relationship with God. Some of my friends had a young men's group going, and I could see the impact it was having on their lives, and I wanted that too. After sneaking my way in a few times, we started a young adults Sunday service. I never knew there were so many people around my age who were actually interested in God. Being able to interact throughout the sermon and discuss it with each other afterward is where I really saw myself growing. I could share what I had learned and learn from others and their experiences. I felt like I was being held accountable and started being more intentional in my personal growth. Instead of reading my devotions because I thought it was what I was supposed to do, I started reading them because I wanted to learn more. I wanted to be able to learn something that I could teach someone else, and wanted to read something that I felt someone else needed to hear. Instead of praying because that's what you do before meals or to start and end the day, I started praying because I was having a conversation with God and could feel Him directing me in my life. Without the support I found in the small group, young women's group, and my best friends, I would probably be in a very different place in my faith. I would probably still be coasting. I now feel more secure and at peace and less stressed about my future. I'm much more connected to God and am more confident in what He can do through me and in my life. Before I finish, I want to encourage anyone else to find a small group or to start one for yourself. It might be out of your comfort zone because I know it was for me. I didn't like the idea of talking about important life topics in front of others or having to meet new people. However, the people you'll meet could become some of your best friends. I now see the importance of having friends who prioritize a relationship with God. I'm extremely thankful for the childhood friends I have that have pushed me to grow and have grown alongside me, and the new friends that I've made that I hope to have for a lifetime. Without them, I probably wouldn't be standing here in front of you doing this today.
So you put your on your confession